Hello, family. Hello, lovely parents of newborns out there. We meet again on this favorite show of yours, about Tanya, right here at City Star TV. My name is Anaya and I'm your host. I always remind you that if you haven't subscribed, please do so and follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. The name is City Star TV. On today's episode of About Tanya, we are going to be talking about gas in babies. Gassy babies. What causes it? How do we even know our baby has gas, and how can we treat them to help relieve our babies of this gas? So let's talk about what causes the gas in the first place. So they are babies. And because of this, their digestive system is very immature. It's not all fully developed and mature and functioning as it's supposed to as an adult. So obviously the breakdown of food that they have consumed and everything will happen at a slower pace. And sometimes this happens to, cause the gas buildup in their system. And another thing that also happens to cause gas buildup in the baby system is the way they feed. Babies, when they are feeding, sometimes they tend to take in air, swallow in air during their feeding process, and this also goes into their body and then causes the gas buildup in their system. So they are immature digestive system, and then inhaling air or swallowing air during their feeding causes gas in babies. Now, how do you know that, oh, my baby has gas? Now, these are some of the symptoms of gas in babies. The first thing is when they are crying, which they will have to because they have gas, and sometimes it is painful. Even as adults, you know that when you have gas, you have this abdominal pains and discomfort and all that. So obviously, the babies, and the one thing they'll be doing is crying. And when they are crying, their face turn all red. And then that there's something going on wrong with my baby. I should check it, probably because your baby has gas. And then another way that you will know is they have gas and it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. So they'll be squirming a lot. They are constantly moving their bodies, like they're trying to get the gas out, but they can't, and they just keep squirming and squirming. And in the process of squirming, this is symptom number 3. You realize that they lift their legs a lot and try to put it on their abdomen, almost like they're trying to put pressure on their tummy to help them, remove the gas, or excrete it out of their system. They're lifting their legs and then they are putting it on their tummy themselves. And obviously, when you have gas, the babies, they feel so full up and uncomfortable and a little bit of pain and discomfort. So they are not able to sleep well. They're not able to eat well. So those are symptoms number 4 and 5. They're not able to eat well and sleep well. And that brings me to symptom number 6, which is because of that, they are very unhappy. Even grown up adults, when life gets stressful, you're not able to eat well, you're not able to sleep well, we get very cranky. So imagine babies. So these are the symptoms that if you see in your kid, you know that your child has gas, and you need to pay attention to that and learn how you're going to treat it. Now let's talk about the treatment. So like I said, your baby, even on their own, they know that they have to lift their legs and put pressure on their tummy. As an adult, as a mother, as a father, this is how you can help your baby. So you can hold your baby such that you lift their legs. Now you put your hand at the back of their knee and then you lift it, so as if you're almost folding them together. Now I'm not going to say that break your baby into 2 pieces, no, but you're just trying to put a little bit of pressure on their abdomen to help them, remove the gas, pass the gas out on their own. And so you do that, you lift their legs while they're lying on their backs, you lift their legs a little, put a little more pressure on their abdomen, constantly, slowly but firmly, and you try to do that for your baby. Another thing that can help is massaging your baby's tummy. Now it's very uncomfortable, so you just try to press it on, not too hard and not too soft that you're barely touching it, but you just, you put in just the right amount of pressure and you press it on a little bit, little by little. You exert just the amount of force that is needed on your baby's tummy to help your baby pass the gas on its own. A bath never hurts. A bath never hurts. It releases the discomfort, and then sometimes even during the bath, they're able to pass the gas on their own. There are also medications out there in the pharmacy. So you can go to a clinic, you can go to the hospital for a prescription. Don't go and get it on your own. Go to a clinic or a hospital, let them give you that prescription, and you can go to the nearest pharmacy, and then you let them know your baby has gas. There are gas drops out there that they can give to you, that if you give to your baby to help them pass the gas freely. There's also gripe water. I think when you go to the pharmacy, it's available on the pharmacy and at the hospitals and clinics. So you can also go get this gripe water, and then you can give to your baby. Now, another thing that as a parent you can do without going to buy on the market is to watch how you feed your baby. Especially this goes to the mothers. The feeding angle that you use to feed your baby is very important. You need to make sure that you position your baby in such a way that they are not inhaling a lot of air. They're not swallowing a lot of air, because once they do that, it's going to build up in your system and cause them to have gas. So the feeding angle, the angle you use to feed your babies, is very, very important. Now, as adults, sometimes we do our own sort of cardio and exercising and all that. And we have this part where we do this bicycle run ups, lying down and you're moving your legs up like you're doing a bicycle thing. Yes, so you can also do that for your baby. Now, what that means is basically place your baby on its back, and then you hold both legs, and then you be moving it up and down like that, like your baby is riding a bicycle. Now, when you're moving the legs like that, those movements, they exert a little pressure on the baby's abdomen, and that helps them to pass the gas out on its own. Gas is very uncomfortable, and it can cause your baby a lot of stress, because your baby can't eat comfortably, your baby can't sleep, your baby will be crying, your baby will be very, very unhappy. So pay attention to all these things. And if you notice your baby has gas, try as much as possible to do the above listed things that we've already discussed for your baby to help relieve your baby of the gas. Get them gripe water, get them gas drops, get them all the kind of help, the massages, the warm bath, the tummy force exertion, the bicycle leg thing. Just do everything you can as a parent and help your baby pass that gas and be comfortable and happy. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We hope you've learned a lot. Please, as of now, if you haven't subscribed, come on. I don't need to constantly remind you. Please do so. The subscribe button is right there. And our social media handles: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter is Sister TV. Thank you so much for staying tuned. My name is Nonaya. Catch you same time next week.